starting to real. I was blown away by the snow. It was so. Upgrade. Wait, so who's your George coordinator, right? Yeah, he's Celeste. I think Celeste too. You think so? Yeah, I think he needs to switch. You have a good. Yeah, I'll try. You can be coordinator. How was the train? Heard it was real. Only one. Just one. Yeah. I love that this guy took my spot. I know. This one time. I did. Yeah. I did once and I was like, I think about it, I was like, what if like you're snowboarder? Like then that's what you can't touch your reserves. I don't care what it's for. Yeah. What's reserves? They're just numbers. There's no $5,000. Don't worry about the reserves. That 9 subsidy. Are you in? Yeah. No, I have it. We were in, and then we split it, and we were in ASG. It got split. So they split it. They reduced it to 2,000. That's what they said in the other. Yeah. Because that was so whenever
Brandon's the guy who took his race. I didn't realize he moved it. So I was like, yeah.
So and it was like 2 like
I was like, he wasn't there. I was like, oh.
But it was really like it was really good. They because that presentation just wasn't I don't know. Really? It was very like rounded numbers, which is always really scary. Yeah, especially when they don't have like. And I didn't have a lot of insight because that was my first meeting. I didn't really like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now that I'm more getting into like the swing of things, I'm like, oh, yeah. It's one of those things because you can run into it and do really well with like being yeah. No one needs two providers, so I literally just thrown into this and was like, yeah, we have a meeting with them. No, I don't because individuals. But that's fine.
Yeah.
I like that big sit. Good.
Yeah. I would do a big sit down. We're gonna go sit down. Yeah. Because I mean, get the play all that out there. It's smooth sailing.
And like honestly,
yeah. That's what you have. Do you have freshmen in that girls cross? Or yeah. That's how mine was. I had that suite of girls right across, and I had I think every week I had roommate conflict with them. And it was just this 3 groups of girls that were freshmen. So it was just by the end I was just you guys were
what happened? Where is it? The cabinet is the same guy?
Treat you as and that means that if you guys have conflicts, you need to bring it up to each other.
Right by some shade. I'm gonna go see after this.
Yeah, and that's the best way because that will save you. Like, you just make sure that they can talk to each other before it. At least set that precedent. Then it it's all your bases. Yeah. Like, hey, I want you guys to talk it out. Now, if you guys don't,
it's
roommate conflict or roommate contracts.
I'm forgetting the real star of the American player.
Yeah. I'm pumped.
And yours truly.
I remember when I was in our student life.
That swim shady came out.
The other swims I did, luckily, I mean, it's hard for them when you're a mid-year because it's they have those relationships already. Yeah, but.
And my next this week I'm doing my program. I'm taking in Colorado. Take a look
I did movie. Where I would just let them in my room. I'd let them in my room and we'd watch movies or I'd go to their suites.
I mean, it wasn't that bad.
Tournament.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I had to do a lot of
right now.
because I hate, I don't know, seeing TV
yeah,
just
but it's easy.
Yeah,
I just
I'm trying to,
when I
people are going to
resident,
the correct sponsoring the show, I'm trying to get all the content.
But if you're if it's natural, I love comedy, especially because they're
pretty much sponsoring
yeah. Oh yeah, you're super big social media.
I would get, if you have a voice,
you should be the most social.
I would just be like,
Yeah, right? That's exactly how I felt.
yeah, that's a
I just, now that I have the reins, I can finally.
Yeah.
And there's no way they're doing that.
I'm taking pictures today, so don't get mad.
Luckily, though.
Shows or something like that.
Really?
Just today, mine.
Oh, yes, just today. I didn't do my hair.
You're currently using.
Not ready for this.
My hair not ready.
Yeah, where's my sister right now?
Same, yeah.
She is.
It looks nice. Record it.
Way too. Way too.
What?
There's two of them.
701.
Killing it.
Yeah.
Are you kidding
I didn't say it. Actually, it's all up to the chair. I was
Sitting over there. Are you trying to turn around here, Cole?
No, I'm not doing anything.
Alright, I'm gonna call this meeting to order at 7 o'clock on February 11th. Alright, make it a roll call.
Representative Brody,
Present.
Representative Martin,
Here.
Representative Sandoval,
Here.
Representative Pacheco,
Present.
Representative Rupel,
Here.
Representative Hamilton,
Here.
Representative Lindsay,
Excuse.
Representative Bryan.
Awesome. Okay, just to start off today's meeting, like always, we're just gonna do a quick budget review. The budgets are updated based off the bills that went through ASG last week. So in SPRIT, we have $14,070. In RNCF, we have $18,075. In transportation, we have $5,442. In operating, we have $13,257. And yes, yeah, environmental. Just so you know, we don't really fund environmental each year, so every time we spend out of it, it just comes from our reserves directly. So that's why it was just like okay, sweet. Yeah.
I saw, I was like, what?
Yeah. And then yeah, that's all I have for budget report. So with that, I'm going to yield the floor to athletic training.
Alright. Yeah. Alright, thank you all for sitting down with us to hear our request tonight. I'm Kira, I'm now head of training club president. This is Kelsey, she's our vice president. We also have Maddie and Madison here with us tonight. So we are here requesting funds to go to RMATA. It's a national or annual regional symposium. This year it is in Phoenix, Arizona, from April 11th to the 14th. The conference is designed to enhance the knowledge of athletic trainers through lectures and workshops in order to improve our core competency skills. At the conference, we're going to be learning about cutting-edge studies, techniques, and methods in order to improve our patient care. And the symposium for our students the point of our students by attending this symposium, our students will be able to take the knowledge that they're learning at this event and bring it back here to CMU and apply it to our clinical experiences with the athletes. We work directly with the sports teams here at Mesa and take that knowledge, apply it to our clinical experiences, and improve our patient outcomes overall. Another big reason why we want to go to this symposium so bad is because everybody in the athletic training room or athletic training program this year is a senior. There's a lot of change happening within the program. They're actually turning it into a master's in the fall. So typically we would have seniors, juniors, and sophomores right now, but it's just the seniors. This is an awesome networking opportunity for us. With everybody graduating, we're going out, we're trying to find graduate positions, jobs, and this is just a really awesome opportunity for us to go out and meet people and do that.
So I'm going to talk a little bit about our budget. So our current club funds are $1,555.60. Individual contribution from all the people who will be attending the symposium this year is going to be $540. This includes our registration fee and deposit, which includes $60 per person. Our club budget that we want to spend on this trip this year is $1,050. We don't want to spend our entire current club fund because we'd like to save some money for any of the graduate students who want to keep up the club in the coming years, and any kids who also aren't in our program but they're also still in our club, for them to be able to use it in the future. So what we will be spending our club budget on is rental car, which is $230. Uber ride, which is $280, which will be just to and from the symposium and to and from the airport. And then also a meal for all of us for one night will be $200 as well, which I'll explain in a minute. And then Airbnb fees, $410. So that is our total club budget. We're requesting $3,759 for travel airline tickets, which will come out to $2,880. And our lodging, which is just a flat rate for the Airbnb, which is $879. So our total trip cost will come out to $5,327. And each club member is putting down a $20 deposit, which there are 9 of us going, which will be $180 for the deposit. And then we're also all paying for our own registration, so that's $40 per person for 9 students, which is $260. And we will be paying for most of our own meals.
So this is just a breakdown of what our club is going to pay for. I contacted an Airbnb that we have in mind staying at, and he said that he's going to hold it for us. And along with the Airbnb, he has a rental car that we can use. And that's going to be $25 a day for 4 days, to be $100. You can leave the vehicle at the airport for us, and that's going to be $85. And then I just averaged 1 tank of gas so we can leave it full when we leave the Airbnb, so it's $45. So that total is going to be $230, and we can use that vehicle as much as we want during the day, so we don't have to spend money on Ubers. So the one Uber that we'll need is to and from the airport, which is an average of $26. Twice is going to be $52, and then to Phoenix again, it's another $52 for our meal, and then to and from the conference, an average of $13 a ride. 8 times is going to be $104. So the Uber totals will be $208. We had one of our members call an Uber representative that he knows, so we got an average price of what Uber is going to cost us while we're in Arizona. So we have an average cost of the days that we'll need the Uber. And then the Airbnb fees that we're going to be paying for are the cleaning fees, the service fees, and the taxes. So that'll all be on our club as well. And then the meal that we're going to pay for is an average of $18 per meal for 9 people, and then plus the $40 tip will be $202.
So what we are asking from you guys is for money for our lodging and transportation fees. And so for lodging, as we stated before, we're paying for all of the fees that are with that. We are just asking for a budget for the flat rate fee. So at $292 per night for 3 nights, that comes to $879. And the main reason that we would like to get an Airbnb opposed to a hotel, the hotel that the conference is being held at, there were no rooms available. And then the closest city nearby was 30 minutes away, and would also cost us between $1,700 and $2,000 in total for our lodging. So not only does this place us closer to the conference, which would eliminate our transportation fees, making our Uber rides cost less, it also costs less than opposed to staying in a hotel. And then the main thing that we're asking for is our transportation. And so we would like to fly 9 people through American Airlines round trip to Grand Ocean of Phoenix for $320 a person, which comes out to $2,880. So typically the RMATA conference in years past has been held in Salt Lake City. So we have driven ourselves there before, but due to this drive being about twice as long, going to be about 9 hours, we would like to fly instead. So the conference also begins on Thursday nights. So in order for us to be able to drive to make the conference, we would have to leave on a Wednesday. So not only would we miss an extra day of school, we would also be lodging for another night, which would add on to our lodging costs. And in addition to that, the conference goes through Sunday. In order for us to be back the next week for our classes on Monday, we would have to skip an entire day of the conference, which caused us to miss out on great student symposiums, networking opportunities, and things like that. And so with us us already paying for like the registration fee. We would be missing out on a whole day of that conference. And in addition to that, just for safety reasons, we would probably have to take 3 like vans of people in order to get there. And for a 9-hour drive for that many people, we would just think it would be a lot safer and more efficient for a club to be able to travel by flying. So in total, with our lodging and transportation fees, the budget that we're requesting from FAC comes out to $3,759.
So the charity that we've done this year, we always do a Mr. Math competition, which is a male pageant. Super fun. We always donate at least half of our proceeds to 17 Strong. And this year last year we were able to donate over $400. We also donate funds to the 17 Strong Foundation to make t-shirts so that they can sell and make money for the foundation. Every year we also volunteer for the freshman move-in. Since we're going to move for sports, we volunteer for that as well. And then we also have a canned food drive, which is within the RMATA district.
So fundraising this past year has not been very kind to us, unfortunately. Like I said, with us being the only class right now, we dropped more than half of our numbers in this last year. It's hard for us to fundraise. It's hard for us to all be in one place to fundraise with all of our clinical schedules because all of the sports have different things going at different times. And it's just been a real struggle for us this year. So we did Mr. Math last year, donated about $800, gave half of that 70 Strong. We did a Chipotle fundraiser in the fall. Unfortunately, we didn't make anything off of that. They had a limit to what we needed to make. We did not meet that limit. That was due to poor planning. We planned it on a Saturday night of a home football game, which was a terrible idea on our part. We tried a chocolate milk mile. We broke even on that. Again, poor planning. We couldn't get people there due to fall events, sporting events. We have been participating in Mad Rides this semester. We've made about $100 off that so far. We've had at least one team volunteer every weekend so far, or almost every weekend, and we do have more scheduled out throughout the semester. We're trying to win the competition they have going on right now. If we do win, I think it's $500, so that's our goal for that. Future fundraising plans for this semester, we have scheduled Mr. Math before we go to RMATA. It'll be March 11th. This will be the very last Mr. Math we ever do due to the change in the program. So we're really trying to advertise that. We're hoping we're going to have the biggest turnout that we've ever had for that. We are planning more. We're going to try Chipotle again. Cannon Creek offers fundraising opportunities, other restaurants. We're trying to get those going right now. And then we have a 5K run fundraiser on campus that is still in the works. So that's what we've got planned out for this semester before RMATA. Do you guys have any questions?
Before we open up the question or open up the floor for questions, can someone friendly amend their question amount to $3,759?
Move to friendly amend to go to that number.
Second.
Okay, perfect. And then just so you guys know, so currently we're sitting about $5,000 in transportation. If you guys want to talk about moving, like where it's requested from, our only 2 options are pulled from transportation or script. We can pull that up in just a second during discussion. With that, the floor is now open for questions. Representative Checker. Representative Rubin.
Well, thank you guys for presenting. I just have a couple questions, because you guys are all seniors, correct?
Yes.
What will you guys bring back to CMU with that?
So at this symposium, they host different clinics for manual therapies and like neural therapies and things like that, and current studies on what the latest concussion protocols are and things like that. So we can take that information, bring it back to help our athletes here at CMU, give them better, more updated, more modern patient care, and treatments as well, where modalities are constantly changing. And by going to the symposium, this is where all those people who've been working on these studies all year come together, and they teach us about it, and it's a great opportunity to learn about that.
Awesome. And then you guys are saying this is transitioning to a graduate program.
Mm-hmm.
So do you guys plan, or do you guys think that they will be using this, like the club money and club fund?
Originally, no, we figured it would probably just disappear, but my goal as a club president was to reach out to, students who weren't in the program. In the past, it's been a closed club, it's been everybody in the program and that's it. My goal was to reach out and get other students interested in sports medicine. With it going to a master's program, I believe what they're offering is a 5-year program to get your master's. So you'll get a undergraduate in exercise science, and then you'll get your master's in that extra year, which is an awesome opportunity. Everybody would have done that. That would have been cool. And then they'll have entry-level master's students coming in along with that.
Okay.
So we want to leave those club funds. We actually have 2 members in our club this year that are not part of the athletic training club. So we were kind of successful in that. It's just hard to reach out to the rest of campus in that. I believe they are going to try and carry the club on. Like I said, it probably won't be for the master's students. It'll probably be for those undergraduate students who have a passion and an interest in sports medicine.
Okay, awesome. And then do you guys have any idea of maybe who would be succeeding you guys in this club? Just like who will, are you guys like trying to find someone that like, I don't know, sophomore, junior, or freshman that can like lead the club next year that can be in charge of the money? Because we don't want to like go away some course.
Right. As of right now, we've got those 2 members, and we're kind of leaning on them. I would need to discuss that with them. That's something I'm planning on doing. If they don't end up, that's not something they're interested in, then we will find other things to spend our funds on.
Okay.
There will also be graduate students coming up that our professors, like those that help us with the club, would be able to help us allocate the club to right as they're transitioning into coming into CMU.
Yeah, our supervisor will also have contact with all the kids coming into the graduate program, so they would be able to pass those funds on to them.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then last question, sorry guys. So do you have like a specific event or reason for keeping $550 or extra $500 in that club account?
No, that was like we said. We wanted last year. We did this exact same thing last year when we wanted to go to our métier. We didn't use all of our club funds because we knew we would be the last class. We would have those juniors and sophomores under us, and obviously it showed with our fundraising. And I'm very thankful we did end up saving that money, and that's what we're trying to do for these future potential club members.
Awesome.
Is there a checkup?
So you did say this was your guys' last class?
Yes.
And the 2 exercise science ones that made the club, are they going on this trip?
They are not.
Okay. And just one more question. Have you guys looked at flying out of Denver?
We're flying out of
We did
sorry.
We did look into
No, you're
it. It would be, I think it was like $100 cheaper for that per flight. But at that point, we've got a 5-hour drive to Denver, and that's half our drive over with. If we go to Denver, so.
It was just like the timing with the flight plus driving all the way to Denver. We thought that flying out of Grand Junction, we would miss less class, and that was kind of the whole point.
With flying out of Grand Junction, we did call the airline. We tried to see if we could get some kind of group rate, and they were not open to doing that for us, unfortunately.
But thankfully, with it being in Phoenix, it is a direct flight, so the flight prices were pretty reasonable compared to
Thank you. And I just have one more question. I'm sorry if you guys already answered it. But do you have a lot of grad students that normally attend your basis club meetings?
We don't have any graduate students right now. So everybody in the club is an undergraduate. We're the last class of undergraduate students, and then in the fall, I think they just opened up applications to those graduate students coming in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the whole program is
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I do.
Representative Hyman?
I got a couple questions for you guys. First of all, thank you. That was a good presentation. So your flight, you said you guys wanted to do American Airlines. Is there a reason? Did you look at all the?
It was
the only one that flies out of Junction.
Yes,
And then can I just get a reclarification for the car and the Uber? Like, what are you going to do? So run through that entire thing again, please.
So the Airbnb that we have, the guy has a rental car that comes with the Airbnb, so we can use that car for $25 a day, drive it wherever. We just have to fill it up when we leave. And then the Uber is just because we have 9 people going, so we're gonna stuff as many people as we can in the rental car, and then just need the one Uber, to get around.
Absolutely, that's what I was wondering too. And then is there a reason, what's the reason behind that not doing the Mr. Mavic anymore?
We're doing it this year,
Yeah.
but there won't be any of us left, so if they decide to do it in the upcoming years, it will continue.
We're
But
not.
as of right now, that fundraiser is.
So the club, okay, the other part of it is that we kind of got in a little bit of trouble last year with Mr. Mav. It got a little bit inappropriate, and a coordinator told us that we should not put it on anymore, but then we got a new coordinator, and she was actually there when they first started Mr. Mav. So she allowed us with revisions and
Many
censoring
revisions.
to put the event on again, which we're really excited about.
Awesome, and then the Airbnb, last question, the Airbnb, is it really close? Is there,
Yes.
are the ones you guys looked at, and I was like, the
Yeah,
closest?
it's on the same town as the, symposium.
So it fits all of us compared to like 5 hotel rooms.
Thank you, are you?
Are there any more for questions? Representative Brody?
So what do you guys predict for your spring fundraising? What do you guys predict that you'll get? So, like you're doing Mr. Math, another 800, or did you say 400, right?
We're hoping more than that. Let's say we have the same outcome as last year, just as being generous. That's $400. In the past, we made $300 off of Chipotle, which was a good turnout for us. We're hoping we can do that at a minimum again. We obviously know it's possible. We've done it. Mr. Mav, that's $20 a weekend, and we've got maybe 8 more weekends left. Was that 160? And then Cannon Creek, they've got a nice deal going on where you actually kind of like buy a keg, and then all the proceeds from that keg go to your club. We've never done that one before. We're not sure what that'll turn out. That's all I can think right now.
So roughly that $1,000 would go towards this trip?
We're hoping that's being generous, like I said.
And then so I know you guys don't want to ideally drive, but did you guys run through those numbers if you wanted to drive the whole line?
We did. Like $500. We understand that is a huge difference from flying, but we've discussed it a lot. We've had a lot of controversy over it among our groups. We took a vote as a club, and we all agreed for the reasons that we discussed. We believe it would be safer. It would be time saving with class and clinicals. Like I said, we've all got a lot going on in sports, so least amount of time that we can miss, the better. And another big thing was that nobody wanted to put those miles on their personal vehicles. That was a big, big factor.
I think that's all my questions. Thank you.
Representative
You guys have your presentation up again for
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I know. I'm such a hassle. I know.
Let it show on the record. He did it
Well,
himself.
Other waiting Representative Pacheco, do you want to ask your question?
Yeah, but I'm not sure about this question. Sorry to ask another transportation question. But have you looked into seeing if like trains or buses go that way?
We did not.
That's just another possible option that I think might be cheaper.
Can you go to the budget slide where you guys have all the numbers? Okay. Let's see.
Is that the slide?
Yeah.
Another one.
What's the other?
There's a request.
The request side? Yes. Thank you. Okay, so it's 2 half, so it's 2,880 for the lobby. Okay. So I roughly with the numbers you guys were saying for your fundraiser, like the 400 for the map, and then 300 for Chipotle, and then 160 for the other one.
Right?
Yes, that one. I was curious, like, you guys think that money would go to this event, or would that go to your guys' club account?
We are hoping it'll go to the event. Like I said, we're kind of
Definitely.
erring on the side of caution here, in case those events don't go well for us. Like I said, we've not had a lot of luck recently,
That's fair.
so we're just trying to plan ahead to make sure that we're able to do this.
Okay.
And also, so then we can like allocate more money to like the future
That
club.
makes sense. Okay, thank you so much. I yield.
Are there any more quick questions? Seeing none, we'll move to discussion. Thank you guys for your time.
Thank you.
Are there any for discussion? Representative Martin?
Point of clarification.
Yes.
When was the date?
April 11th through 14th.
And then to answer your question, 23-hour bus ride. So,
No train? Because I can't find any train, okay.
not that
I think train tickets are usually pretty expensive.
Yeah, they've definitely gone up from like 2 years ago.
Well, I just wanted to start off with the club fund balance. And so we were talking about the fundraising and seeing as how we got about, I mean, roughly, since we don't know about Mechanic Creek, but without that, we got about $800 coming in. And I feel like that's a healthy number. I feel comfortable taking that much and putting it in, saying that towards their contribution. Because this is all very high. I think it's, what was it, 74% where we're paying towards the, but if we put that 800 in towards it, it'll definitely knock it down some. And that's, if we don't reach that number, it's definitely money we can pull out of the funds balance. I don't know exact numbers, that's just an idea. I yield.
Are there any more for discussion? Representative Burkle?
So I was, oh gosh, I lost my train of thought. Oh gosh. I'm sorry. I yield. I got it.
Are there any more for discussion? Representative Bryan?
I have a quick question too. So they go to ASG also to request.
Yeah, well, so when they get approved tonight, then they'll present again on Wednesday to ASG to like finalize what we did.
Okay. Second, why is it being requested out of transportation if the Airbnb cost is also included?
Yeah, so that's something we would have to address. So it goes, well, no, I believe that we can take their contribution plus their individual contribution because they're putting $20 in on top of their registration to cover the Airbnb and registration costs, and then we'd be paying gas, Uber, rental, and thing.
But there's still $879 for Airbnb.
Oh, well, that's just the total cost of their trip. So their bills don't have to go. It's only if we're funding something that goes towards it. So since they're pulling from transportation, we would only be paying towards the gas, Uber, rental, and plane tickets. And it's just including, so we know their total cost and what they're paying. Is why it's included in the
Right,
bill.
but in the presentation they said they were requesting for the Airbnb.
I think it's just the way, because that's I don't know, was that just a misread? Yeah, a misread.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Requesting for both.
So, but the way it works out, you guys have a club contribution of $800 going towards it, and then you guys also have $20 from each member, and on top of, so that would cover Airbnb and registration, and so then our money would only be touching plane rental, Uber, and gas.
Right, so you're seeing that money coming in from fundraising that hasn't happened yet is what's gonna cover that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so we would only be funding those line items. But you guys can move to take it to script if you want to pay for it, or
I'm just confused because in the presentation it had the $2,880 plus $879. And the $879 came out of the Airbnb and the $2,880 came out of the plane ticket. So I don't see where the $879 doesn't cover. I mean, for Uber and gas, it's $450. $430.
So here, I think I don't know where we're at. So total the Airbnbs.
Yeah, they're contributing $410, which is the community food service fee and the taxes and fees. And so 1,289 minus 410 is 879. We were requesting 879 for Airbnb and 2,880
we'd have to make a motion, or to either cut that or, yeah, take it out of something else, yeah. Is there any more?
Yes, so if I'm looking at this right, it says rental car is $25 a day. And I was just wondering, so if we just took this to and from the airport, for Uber, it's $13 per vehicle. So if the Airbnb vehicle is $25 a day, why not do an Uber if the Uber's saying it's $13 to just get an extra one? So you'll still have 3 vehicles, but there'll be 3 Uber vehicles instead, and it would be, well, we're talking 13, so 7, like $13 less? No. But yeah, just that was my only thing, is if I get that the Airbnb has a rental car, but why not just go all Uber if it's going to be almost $10 cheaper per day?
Just for you guys, when are they charging $25 a day to rent a car regardless if you use it or not?
Correct. And we don't have to have that car. I just figured that if somebody wants to go to Phoenix and go out to another meal or something that we're not paying for, then they can go and do that. We don't have to pay for the Uber.
But you do.
It's more of a convenience choice for us.
Right. It's $13 a trip for the Uber to the symposium, so it's 26 a day.
Okay.
So it's about that or more.
Alright, I yield.
Representative Pacheco.
I just have another question about the Uber. Have you looked into other like transportation, like just like local like taxis and stuff like that? If that would be cheaper.
Is there any more for discussion? Representative Brody.
I think I think this trip is, what they're requesting is too much from ASG. So it's $60 a person. I think that is too low for an individual cost. Because I think with, like, per head, only 9 students for this amount of money is quite high in my opinion. Plus, if they were to drive, like I know they want it to, like, the convenience of flying, but that's like $2,000 less that comes, like, basically out of our budget, which I'm not sure that we should fund, so I think it's too high. I would be comfortable probably spending, like, between $1,500 and $2,000 funding this club. That's it.
I just have one more kind of question, is going off of that, I just wanted to know if there was a possibility that they could rent a van from the school that can easily fit 9 people in it and drive down there. And that alleviates the personal vehicle issue. I know it bumps into the timing thing, but also with how important this event is for you guys, I think that would also be a good takeaway. Like, yes, there's missing class, but I think professors may be a little lenient because they know what you guys are doing. And I do know that the school offers those vans. So have you guys looked at the option yet?
And then we did look into it last year. I can't remember what it factored out to be, but we ended up saying last year to go to Salt Lake, it would be cheaper if we took our own vehicles, which is why I did not look into that this year.
I personally feel more comfortable with looking into that option, using the resources that the school has, just because the flights out of Grand Junction are a little ridiculous sometimes.
Representative Pacheco.
Yeah, so sorry.
Quaid.
Quaid said, I would feel more comfortable with maybe tabling this and getting some different numbers as far as, I know Uber is sometimes super pricey compared to other transportation systems, and other than that, like that's really people in their authorities, and I agree with her, and I would feel more comfortable.
Representative Martin.
Point of clarification to you ladies. Is the club fund balance is $15.58 right now currently? That's without your fundraising for the next projected?
Yes. It might be a little bit different. I don't know what money from lab rides that we've already done this semester has gone into that. That's what I received in the beginning of the semester.
So we've got 15,500 or 1,500 roughly right now.
Yes.
And then we're projecting 800 more. Okay, thank you. I would like to take a quick straw poll to see if we want to table this or if we want to work this right now. So,
Can I just get a point of clarification? If we're working through this right now, that means that we're taking the Airbnb off, right? Get it off and switching to
So-
transportation, or we're just doing all of the transportation?
So what I was thinking here is if we're taking this out of transportation, so if we take as much club contribution as the Airbnb, so that'll be taken out. It'll bring us down to 3,300. But after that, it still leaves us 1,000 in the club fund balance that there is to play with. And that 1,000, if you took it out, since we don't know if there's going to be another group next year or if they're going to want to do anything next year, but even if they do, they can come and we can give them money because they will come to us. But it'll bring us our total down about $2,300 that we're giving to this, which is close to half.
That's good.
Yeah, and just for a point of clarification on the bill, we can move their money around to like how you were saying, to like spend it, to make it all come out of transportation, and that's what we were talking about. So they requested us to pay Airbnb, but since it's requested on transportation, we would just move the money around a little bit to make it work. But yeah, and so we could still fund however you guys see fit. Give the floor to the mic.
Well, does anybody want me to run through my numbers or
We can make you guys option to move off, or we can row, or we can open up crosstalk.
I motion to open up crosstalk for 10 minutes.
Awesome. Crosstalk's now open, so everyone's allowed to speak
So-
freely.
So
Where we're at, we're working through it, right?
what I was thinking, so if we run through all the numbers on the left side, the costs, it comes out to be $5,147, which is not what's on the bill. It's like $5 off. But and then if you take out the contributions that have already been made for the registration, is the $540. It brings us down to $4,607. And out of that, if we take the Airbnb, because we're taking this out of transportation, so you take the 2,000 or 1,289 out of it, brings us down to $3,318 that we would be giving for the plane ticket, the rental car, the Uber, and the gas. But that's without putting in club contribution. And they have 15 right now, expecting 800. So that'll bring them up to $2,300. And if we take, say, 2,000 of that and put it in, we would be giving about $1,500. And it would still leave $300-400, and if they're projecting more, they would get more from their contributions or their fundraising for the next club. But then it would be more of a split. It's not just anybody when it costs up.
I agree.
Definitely more comfortable with that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I kind of want to see what numbers they can come up with public transportation that's not Uber, and also seeing what it would cost to take a rental van, one of our rental vans, instead of taking personal vehicles or the train. So possibly.
I agree, but the one thing, I agree, but the one thing we're talking about is that we're academic-based school, so they don't want to drive 8-10 hours one way and pay for an extra. So I don't know if this nitpicking and moving would be.
But I do want to see how much of a difference it would make if we don't use Uber. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So another thing that we could do is, well, I guess the club contributions when we play that and it kind of takes over the Uber. So I'm way more comfortable with the $1,300 estimate that she came up with.
Well, it'll see, it'll actually be
15, it's like 15.
Well, I just did the 3,318 minus 2,000.
So it'll be 23 actually. So if it's $5,147 minus the contributions they have, brings down to $4,607, which would be everything plus the Airbnb. So we take that Airbnb, which is $1,289, out of what they're projecting.
3,318, and then minus the 2,000 that we're thinking for club contribution, which would
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So,
And that gives them room to play with the ticket and also to see what we do.
I don't know if 13 is low is what I was thinking it was, because it minus the contribution, we're sitting at 4607, but their funds with their projected income with the fundraising is 22,300. So if you take 2,000 out of our 4,600, we'd be paying 2,600.
I just took the Airbnb out first.
Yeah. So once you take the Airbnb out of their fund balance, that means they're left with $300 to add to that 1,800, so they have 1,100 left in their bank account to take out from the 3,300.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I thought
So
4,607 is what.
yeah, so that's the total after the registration cost that they paid in, right? So this is
So you got the 4,607 budget. Well,
it's
the real number.
4,607 is
All of this
5
minus
things put together. No, because this is basically just 5 things put together. And then if you count these two numbers together, it's 23.5 right here. And that'll be our number that we can play with this month's number that this is in their club account.
Right.
Well, that would be the remaining total that we have to pay. So we can use that much money, so pay off that much money. So they have half in their account. Of one thing, so it's just a matter of what is left, how much over they go, how much we're willing to use.
See, I had this number because I just took this minus that, which is what.
Yeah, which I have 3318 right here.
And then that's when I started taking.
So yeah, the 3318 is right, but we would have to subtract that 1289 out of the 1550 right here, bring us down to 300, less than 300.
And that
It's
was
800. Plus the 800. So I'm proposing yes, I'm proposing taking $2,000, no, just 2,000, leaving 358, roughly, depends on how much they fundraise.
You guys can also make motions just to fund one line item.
What I was thinking was, here's an idea, we should just fund either for air travel, because that gives them enough wiggle room to either get plane tickets, or to fund the bus and Airbnb, or fund cars and Airbnb, or something like that. But if you
Yeah.
give them just one line item.
So the number I was thinking about taking away would be, we would spend $2,000, we would ask for $2,000 contribution from them, which would leave us paying $2,600. So I propose that we pay for the plane tickets only, and the rest of it will come out of club contribution and fundraising.
I still think that's too much.
2,800.
Yeah, because if we're looking at, so 3,500 is what their transportation costs. I don't think we should fund their full transportation costs. If we add in approximately 500, if they were to bump up their individual contribution, instead of at 60, it's 100, that's 500. That brings it down to like 3,000.
But
And-
the contribution is going towards the registration cost.
Already.
No, their individual contribution is their registration costs. They're paying. Also, I would like to point out that if we did pay for the whole $2,800 for the air travel, it's like 2/3 of our entire transportation budget. Yeah. So what if we did like 2/3 that just seems like
Yeah.
it's
I think at that point, it's better just to give them like 1,500.
and they can get a divvy up whenever they want. If they look into looking at enterprise and going to the school, they rent 9 passenger vans. That's perfect for them. If they do that, they have the wiggle room to like do whatever they want. Yeah, and that comes out to about half of the price anyway. So they do half of the same thing. Yeah, and so I think we should still stick with roughly 1,500, and that's about like 170 a student. So looking at head cost, that's much more manageable than upwards to 500. I motion to end process.
Motion, we're back in the main discussion board. Representative Martin make the motion to crosstalk you before Representative Martin?
I agree with your plan, yes, but I feel comfortable putting about 2,000 towards it, not necessarily as low as 1,500, because I just don't see where the extra money would come from. This will give them the chance to go with their club contribution with us paying for them without having to worry about an overhead. So I still stand in my, well, I guess I need to make a motion if I see someone. So I motion to cut this down to requested from FAC down to 2,200.
Is there a second?
I second.
Is there any opposition?
2,200.
2,200. Is there any opposition? Alright, Representative Brody.
I see that you would like to give them some wiggle room, however, I would like our money to be well spent. So with moving towards fiscal responsibility, I think we should not give them as much wiggle room, but I'm willing to come to a compromise of 1,800. 1,800 is 200 a student, and I think that is manageable. So that is my opposition.
Representative Checa, you go for it.
Yes, I agree with Representative Brody, and then I just think another thing, like, when looking at this bill, too, is also looking at our transportation budget. And then, is kind of part of my opposition.
Representative Martin, you have the floor.
So 1,800 is your proposal. So 1,800 would pull our, it would take $2,000 out that is left to be found for the girls, right? The club. So that's an extra, what are we saying, $500 or $1,500 or $500 from fundraising. Because they're taking 800 already. Or I guess they're projected the 800, and then they're leaving 1,500 in their account. So they would only have to accumulate for another 500. That makes sense.
Representative, or do you yield?
I yield.
Representative
Well, so I guess I don't know. I'm still like kind of uncomfortable with this bill. I just don't really know exactly where all the numbers are going, I guess. And I feel like it's not our job to figure out where every penny goes. So that's why I'm kind of more in favor of tabling it and having you come back with different numbers, just because I think you guys are like bringing different options, which are good. I like them. I don't feel comfortable passing this personally. So I yield.
Yeah, just point of clarification. You guys thought like before it was going to pass at a certain amount, and since it's like pulled from the budget, and then have them like figure out where they would like to fund it from. Just to, okay. Is there any more further discussion on the movement to cut to the Representative Brady? Yeah, you guys are still on the amendment.
What's the
resend your
resend?
That takes us back to the main discussion board. You have the floor,
Can I do a straw poll for who on the board wants to table this for another week? One. Two. Okay, I'm on that board too for tabling. So we're half. No, four. Okay.
Is there any more discussion? Representative Brody?
I move to cut the bill to 1,800.
Is there any opposition?
I oppose.
Representative Ruppel, you have the floor.
So I'm just curious, like, what, I guess, your main reasons for that number, I guess.
So I originally wanted 1,500. I think 1,500 is doable with looking at our projected amount of like clubs coming in, what our transportation bill is at, or our budget is at currently, what I think they can fundraise. I think 1,800 for their spring semester is low by quite a bit of what they said that they could do. So then you guys wanted 2,200, so coming to 1,800 is $22 or is $200 per student, which I think is more manageable than what it originally was. So
Okay.
Representative Brad.
I also want to point out that there's all seniors in this club, and there's not really a succession coming up. So if there isn't any undergraduate students who join the club next year, then the money that's left in the fund balance is just going to go to nowhere. So I don't see an issue with them spending more out of the fund balance than they originally thought they would. And then the people who come up can do their own fundraising, not starting from zero, but starting from not.
Representative Checo.
Just going off of what you said, I agree with that completely. That is why I am more comfortable with the $1,500 number. I'm still not super, I like $1,800 number better, but I think just with where they're at and the future of the club, I think that's manageable because that puts it out 166.
Representative Johnson.
Just basically piggybacking the last two comments. I feel really comfortable with the 18 because I feel like the 15 may be a little too low, but I agree that the fund balance, say in the worst case scenario the club goes away, then the more money we leave sitting there, the more money we leave sitting there. And I think the 200 per head is a very I don't know, it's an average number. I feel like that's a good amount to contribute, and then they can determine if there needs to be more fundraising and stuff like that. And the reason I'd be opposed to the tabling is I feel we find ourselves here in this around pretty much the same number in a couple weeks. If they find cheaper transportation, or if there's ways to improve some of the numbers that are very rounded, I feel we end up right around here, plus or minus 200. I yield.
Is there any more for discussion on this motion to cut? Representative Martin.
So with the $1,800, it leaves $500 that isn't accounted for, and I think that's very attainable, especially if we were not lenient with the 4 fundraisers that are coming up. I think 1,800 is our plan.
Is there any more for discussion on this? Alright. Seeing none for discussion, we're going to just do a roll call or vote by yeas and nays to cut the requested amount from FAC to be $1,800 to be pulled from our transportation fund. All in favor say yay. Yay. All opposed say nay. It takes us back onto the main discussion board. Representative Brody, you made the motion to come before the new standing amount is $1,800 requested from FAC. With that, is there any opposition? No. With that, Chief of Staff Nachtsheim, you have the floor to take a roll.
Point of clarification. Are we still allowed to leave this in transportation?
Yeah.
If there is Airbnb.
Yes. So it'll only go towards it has to go towards their transportation costs, and it'll be taken care of by the other committee, FRC, that I oversee, that audits all the clubs. So, but yeah, the 1,800 will have to be told for spent on transportation. And if you guys want to make it include, you guys can pull these through. Right. Any opposition on the move? Alright, we are going to be voting on to change the requested amount from FAC to $1,800 and pass this bill to the Senate on Wednesday night at that stated amount. Chief of Staff Nachtsheim, you have the floor.
Representative Brody?
Yes.
Representative Martin?
Yes.
Representative Pacheco?
Yes.
Representative Rupel?
Yes.
Representative Hamilton?
Yes.
Representative Sandoval?
Yes.
Representative Bryant?
Yes.
The yeses have it.
The bill passes. Motion for a 2-minute recess.
Motion for a 2-minute recess.
So, I just want to talk to you for a second. Yeah, thank you.
I think so.
No, go away.
Is that President Lewis?
For the
FAC.
Oh, FAC. Oh, well.
Do you want that position?
that doesn't exist.
Hey, for me, everything comes to like Wednesday meetings. Oh, is
Yeah, yeah, that's not bad, that's nice.
Oh, really? Hold on, I'm the worst person. I'm so sorry. What? It was good.
Do you really need to do this? You really
Good night, guys.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
I need an expo. That's good. The fire.
Yeah, that was good. So many like different teams though.
Alright, we're done this, so.
We're kind of.
Either way, what are we even mad at?
Okay, is everyone out? Alright.
Brutal.
Alright, I'm gonna bring us back from recess. The next bill we're gonna be hearing is FAC Bill 1906, the literary review.
Deny it.
I feel like I'm already thought it's gonna be too much.
It's scary, it's our chief justice, I don't know, I'm kinda scared.
Hello, my name's Lutu. I'm here representing the Lit Review and their marketing director. Currently, we are asking to pull $900 out of our reserves to help fund or to help buy more copies of the upcoming 2018-2019 literary review, but instead of soft that we are getting hardback copies as well. So that's where the $900 coming forward from. Our price for the upcoming, for our original plan, we've already pulled and have ready, but we decided that this year we were going to, in addition to that, be adding hard covers to some of the selections that we choose. It typically helps us with when we go into competitions. It's a more professional look, so we're going to be using those into the competitions that we go for. Any questions?
We're closed now for questions, or if there's a mark, yeah.
How many books?
We are going to be pulling 500 of our regular copy books, and we're going to be doing 250 of hard cover items.
And point of clarification on this bill, it is, since they're an organization, we're just pulling from the reserves and passing up fiscal impact on any of our budgets.
Motion moved previous.
Still working some questions.
Yeah, we're still in questions.
Like the energy.
We just gotta
restate my statement.
Do you yield though? Yeah, Bruce and approval.
How much do you guys have in reserves?
We currently are the lowest funded organization, coming in with a solid $4,594.
And then is, just to double check, this, do you still have 10% in your reserves amount for how much you allocate to you guys?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
Any more for questions? Alright, seeing none, we'll move to discussion. Time. Representative Martin.
I restate my previous statement.
Second. Second. Is there any opposition? Seeing none, we'll move to vote on this bill to pass $900 or pull $900 out of literary review's budget and or from the reserves and put into the current budget. Chief of Staff Knowledge on the floor.
Wow. Representative Brody?
Yes.
Representative Martin? Yep. Representative Pacheco?
Yes.
Representative Rupel?
C.
Representative Hamilton?
Yes.
Representative Sandoval?
Yes.
Representative Bryant?
Yes.
The yeses have it.
Thank
you guys so much.
By the wire.
That one was
Yeah,
close.
I got a little worried.
You know, I think they should have tabled that bill.
I think the 859 would have been better, but that's okay.
This doesn't seem like the appropriate, this seems like a really rounded number here. Anyone exact?
I hate rounded numbers.
You what?
Wait, sorry. with that, we're in discussion. Is there any discussion? Just want to say this is our new meeting time for the rest of the semester. I know it's late, but thank you guys all for being here. Appreciate it.
Hi. So this year for our social media, we're doing kind of like a takeover segment with ASG. And since you guys are a branch, I was wondering if you guys would like to be included in that. It's kind of just like a day in the life. Like I would prefer if you guys did it on a Monday, so then they could see like your point of view of an FAC meeting. And then the way we would do the feature would be, does everyone here have an Instagram?
What's an Instagram?
As we have 4 years of class life together under our belt. Huh?
MySpace takeover.
Yeah, I'll link it in our website. So I was just wondering if you guys wanted to be included in that and see if you're interested, just because you guys do represent a really big.
As individual clubs or as FAC?
As FAC.
Okay.
So like, well, so it would kind of be like your typical takeover, like if you're following a big account. So if you have like CMU TV on Mondays and you have your meetings and you do something really cool, like document that and then like we can post it as your day, like equates takeover. But then preferably Mondays, and then you could do it on your FAC, like on like at the table, and you could like record stuff. And then the way I would do it, since we already have 5 people sign on to the account, including marketing, I don't want anyone to get locked out. So what I would want you guys to do is maybe like on the story feature, just like record in there, and then save them, and then just text them to me, and then I can post as you send them. What's up?
So what is this title? I'm
So,
a little lost.
It's basically like
Selfies? Like
yeah, it's like a takeover.
a pose.
Yeah, so you can do like basically it's like, hi, I'm Jane Harnan, I'm like a member of FAC, and like today I'm gonna take you through your day, and then just like take them through your day, and then like when it comes to FAC, like document what you're doing, like document who you've seen, like things like through your eyes, just because people don't really know what you guys do, and you guys are a huge part of your organization. And it's not really fair that you guys like don't get fair representation.
So it's just through one meeting? Or is
Yeah.
it through the
So
live?
like ASG, so I'm gonna have someone do it this upcoming week. And I am going to like show that and showcase that on there. And so if you guys follow the account, just look out for that and then see if you're interested in doing so. If you are, let me know.
Which Snapchat account is it?
I'm gonna throw
No, for
It's
my
the
HQ one.
It's the
Okay.
Instagram.
Instagram, where did you snap?
Okay.
Wait, listen. I support you in all your endeavors. Why don't you support me?
Yeah, I just said I was clarifying. I wanted to.
Alright, is there any more for discussion? Seeing none, I move to adjourn this meeting at 8:01.
Wow.
Thanks, guys.
Great job, everyone.
Really glad.
Love it.
We're still
Okay, you got it. Anything for you.
We should have.